Good morning, Betting Nation. So we have three in-play trades for you today. Not today. Well, we do on the podcast. We've got one on this YouTube channel. Don't forget that we have so far we've had 6 out of 6. Yesterday, do you know what? Like I said on the podcast, I'd rather be lucky than good. Yesterday, there's no doubt about it. I was lucky. I placed 40% later back, so I was going for 40% of my stake. And we laid it about 3.7 or 3.6, somewhere on there. And my out point, my back point was 6. The horse actually won, and it went up to an in-play high of 6. When I got home last night and started looking at the figures and looking what it did and how it worked, I was like, oh my God, I have been really, really fortunate there. I can't remember another occasion when I have been so close to losing but have won at the same time. So it was a nice little 40 odd quid profit for myself. So I've had 6 from 6 so far this week. Hopefully you guys was profitable yesterday as well. Like I said, we've got an extra 3 on the podcast. We've got 2 later backs on the podcast and a back to lay. So I'm going to show you one of the later backs right now that's on the podcast. And if you do want to listen to the podcast, just say it's the betting guy in iTunes. Ooh. That's my wedding ring. Right, so here's one today. So what have I done? Well, you guys know that one of my, and I'm going to try and put something together through all my tactics, what I use, all the approaches, if you like, that I utilize. And so one of the tactics that I like using is slowly away, misbreak, and dwelt. So if you've got any of these 3 listed in your comments in running the last 4 runs, 25% and over, then it will be shown here. And look, there's absolutely tons of them to go through. And like I said, I always like to dig that little bit deeper. I personally like to have a look at replays. You guys don't have to. It's completely what works for you. There's loads of people who have the software that don't do it, and there's loads of people in the software that do it. There's a few people who make absolute fortunes and don't even look at any replays whatsoever. It just, for me, it gives me more confidence in my selections. I'm not as anxious if I've watched the replays. I don't always do it depending on the stats at hand, but more often than not, I do watch the replays. So I've searched these by Betfair current price, and I've gone through a lot of these. And one I want to talk to you about today is, Mutterbachen. Oh, God, I can't put, anyway, that one there, 430 Nottingham. If we look here, dwelt, always in rear. Slowly in stride. There's a comment to money. Slowly into stride. Slowly into stride. Broke well enough, soon steadied, lost players, held up, pulled hard. So if we look here, Betfair price 19.85. Went down as low as 19.5. Here, 25s went down as low as 17s. 6s went down as low as 4.3. 21s went down as low as 27s, so didn't actually go low. So here, the average in the last 5 races, that's including that big one there, is only 22%. Only 22%. Now, when this horse has won, the last time it's won, I always like to check this stat out as well, 2.73. Actually went down obviously as well as low as 1.01 and went as high as 4.6. So that was okay for us. Right, so let's have a look at the replay then. Oh man, on the podcast I do pronounce it correctly. I'm terrible at remembering how to pronounce things. No. So here we go. I think it's drawing stall 8 from memory. We'll soon see.
They're ready for the Betway handicap over the straight 6 furlongs.
Yeah, 8 there, sorry.
Off. So they go.
So you see it there, right at the back of the field. Right, it hasn't just dwelt and just come out on average. It's come out very, very poorly. Look at the horse. It's actually fighting for his head. As soon as you see a horse come out for stalls poorly, it goes up in price. But not only that, to compound the problem, you see this horse, he's actually pulling hard and actually pulling for his head. So for me, there's 2 big, massive factors that will influence the in-play price. And so hopefully today's one is very, very straightforward. I am going, never really got into this. Look at that. What are we? I can't see the Fairlawn marker there, but whatever Fairlawn it is, it doesn't look too far. It's still at the back of the field. It's got a hood on as well. It's just, it's 2 Fairlawns from home, still at the back of the field. Never, ever, ever got into the race whatsoever. Even now, it's not finding anything, is it, at all? It's not finding anything for pressure. And I love horses that need to be wound up. Horses that need to be wound up for a later back purposes are fantastic. Look, finding a little bit now, going a little bit, but it's had to be vigorously ridden for, I don't know how many furlongs. But if I would never do a later back on a horse that as soon as you just go like that, it shoots and it does respond to it. I love horses that don't respond quickly to pressure. And this, my friends, is clearly one of them. So 430, 6-1, beautiful price for us. Mutabanhananaya. That one. Right, Betting Nation, have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. I am off to the beach today. Then my family's having a big meet-up in the pub. And yes, it's going to be an awesome day. All right, Betting Nation, have a wonderful, wonderful day and just appreciate this sun. All right, see you soon, Betting Nation. Ta-da!